I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit weird for me. Township Tale still doing the buggy mic glitch, but it has been over a year, like 2 years, I think, since I last did a video on this server. Welcome to Old Riften. Now, I honestly can't remember which. I'm gonna get rid of this. I can't remember which series I had in Old Riften that um that was kind of just like role play or just messing around, and then there was the one that was like a diary kind of thing. I can't remember which one's which. This is Old Riften, a Quest Township Tale server that has been dead for a long time. I'm not trying to reboot it. I'm kind of just revisiting, memories and stuff. Do I even have climbing on here? I do. I have max climbing. Look at that. A lot of things are kind of just the same as they were before. I'm feeling so nostalgic right now. I feel like this is definitely quicker than it used to be, my turning. That used to be filled. Did we reset the map? I mean, I don't think we did. Because, there's, I mean, there are some things that are different. Like, last time we played, that wasn't a thing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of just... I just re-downloaded a Township Tale. I'm gonna say that we did restart it because I don't have those for some reason. But I just re-downloaded it because I wanted to feel nostalgia, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm like on the verge of tears walking through this. I've spent countless hours on this server. Oh, you know what? I do remember the reset that we did. This was it had an active player base, not many people, and this is kind of breaking the fourth wall, of course. But one of my series was literally breaking the fourth wall. So, I mean, this is here. I mean, I'm gonna take that. This is great feeling for me. I feel amazing right now. There used to be an eggplant farm back here. I don't know why. Everything about this is... Yes, there were some bad times. I'm not gonna deny that. We had a lot of bad times, but we had a lot of great times, and the great times outweighed the bad. This is where we cooked all of our meat. It is definitely where we cooked all of our meat. And I'm sorry if I'm like talking a little soft at points. Before I quit, I believe before I quit, I became the god of creation. When I started the series, I was nothing but the god of fire. And I've expanded. I helped. I ended up becoming a moderator, just a normal moderator, right? Now let me back this up. Buried. He's the creator of this server. He kind of gave ownership to me, but I'm gonna get to that point in a second. I think I planted this tree. So with him creating this, I joined at like 2 o'clock in the morning one night. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna check out the server, and I checked out the server. I have no clue where my bag is. I do know where my bag is. Oh, by the way, yes, a lot of this is kind of not legit. Actually, most of this is not legit. That, as the god of creation, I was technically allowed to abuse that kind of thing. But anyways, so we started with him, Buried, the creator. Why am I doing this? I should be climbing like this. Actually, no, because there's like bits and pieces I want to check out. So it started with Buried and one of his friends. His friend wasn't super active. but I joined. Him and his friend were on, but I didn't get to meet that friend that night. And then, over time, I started meeting more and more people. I brought my own friends here. I became one of the most active players in this server. And that's my stuff. So whenever it came down to all that, I can't even think now. Whenever it came to me playing a lot, that's how I became a moderator. And whenever I became this is mushy stuff. I have major stick drift, by the way. I hate doing that whenever I'm recording. So I became one of the most active players. I became a moderator that way. And I ended up somehow working my way through the ranks, and I became an admin. After passing head moderator, I became an admin. Okay. And a week later, I was a head admin. Okay. I was showing a lot of loyalty, and ended up getting to the point where Buried ended up giving me co-owner. I remember this. So I became a co-owner within 3 months of playing. Like, it was a decently active server. Some things happened near the end, right before it became, you know, kind of dead. But before it became dead, we had so much fun, and people who did unfortunately get banned due to their own actions, they did try to go and make new Riften. It did not work out for them. They got like no players, and honestly, it kind of makes sense why they got no players. No offense to them. I'm not going to get into, well, actually a lot of offense to them. I'm going to throw a lot of shade their way. I'm just not going to say what they did for reasons. None of them were good people. At first, we all had no problem with them. In fact, one of them was an admin, and every time that he was about to become a head admin, actually like the only head admin, he ended up doing something that ruined his chances. Him and Buried were really good friends, but even Buried, you know, could see that he didn't have it in him to become a head admin. And because of all the times that he kept screwing himself over, he ended up kind of losing his shit and said some things that got him banned permanently. Now, I didn't start this video, you know, to trash talk people. I started this video because I wanted to talk about my favorite a Township Tale server. And it honestly feels like I never left, but thinking back, it's been since I've walked this path, since I walked on this server, it's been over a year. The server has been dead for a year and a half, 2 years now. I don't really talk to anybody that I met here. Me and Mushy talk every now and then, not much. It got really dark really quick. I do have, you know, menu. I can turn it back today, but we're gonna walk at night. So it feels good to walk the path again. I'm not gonna lie, I keep tearing up. It's probably noticeable in my voice. It's just feels really good to be back, and I'm not gonna be back in terms of creating content for Old Riften. I'm not gonna make a Township Tale content. Hell, I'm probably not gonna play this server for a long time, but it feels good walking down these paths again. Can you, Spriggles, stop it? You gonna stop? Did I cut the meat? Oh, they're different colors. Gosh dang it. Oh well. Oh, one got flung over here. Anyways. So, I mostly just wanted to chill. I did not fill this stuff up. I don't know who. It might have been buried, but I didn't fill this stuff up. And then there's the leave bubble. If you put this in your face, you're gone. It's like the normal leave bubble. It's been so long since I've seen anybody on the server. Granted, again, like I said, I just re-downloaded a Township Tale. And am I going to try to revive this? Absolutely not. For a plethora of reasons. One, that it can't be revived. It's just not possible anymore. Would I love to? Absolutely. You guys have no clue how happy I'd be to revive this server. If I could, I would. But it's not just that I'm not going to. Alta, the developers of A Township Tale, have announced months and months ago that they're done. They're done with the Township Tale. It's not getting any new updates. The forest was never added to the quest. I honestly feel lucky that we even have the climbing tower now. Yes, the climbing tower has been out for like 2 years now. Almost 3 years if I'm not mistaken. I've been playing A Township Tale since my first year in VR. I'm coming up on 4 years of A Township Tale. Which actually tells me I've been playing this for even longer than I thought. And it's gone. It's here. It's here. And will I start using old Riften to relax or just reminisce, whatever the hell that word's pronounced? Absolutely. I'm gonna start doing that. Will it work for long? No. Does that matter to me? Absolutely not. Am I about to turn it today because there's a phantom right there? Probably. Truth be told, I'm sad. I'm really sad. It's gone. But if I could go back in time and change everything, I would. I love this server. I know it sounds really stupid, getting really emotional over a damn video game server, but you gotta understand, I spent hours, I spent days playing this constantly. I've almost fallen asleep in this server several times. I've met people, I've met friends. If it wasn't for the server, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't have the friends I have right now. I wouldn't have done things that I did since joining the server. And to me, that time I spent here will always be a part of me. And I'm about to have to kill another Spriggle. I remember times where me and one of the players would just parkour around and play tag. We would just sit there and play tag. Just in there, and we would like parkour all around the building. I remember whenever there was a shop, people were selling things, and people would send each other things, and people would just be friends. And yes, there was the good guys and the bad guys. There were the gods, there were the anti-gods, or whatever they were called. And there were some Greek-related gods, and there were some, completely made-up gods. And my phone's been going off since I started recording. Honestly though, again, if I could, I would revive this. But not only is it impossible, I just, like I already said, I won't do it. Mostly because Patrick Star, but mostly because of them not updating it anymore. If we had the forest, I literally promised the forest god, the god of trees, or whatever his name was, whatever his god title was, I promised him that he would get to own the forest. He was gonna be a big god. He was gonna own the entire forest. Well, it was probably gonna share like a god of animals and stuff, but like, you know what I mean. Like, he would own the forest and like god of animals. If that, I don't even think that was a thing. But like, it's not gonna happen, and I feel sad. I'm going way too far with all this. Like, I'm talking too much about this. It's gonna take a long time to upload. I just hope I can send it to my phone. But I'm just hoping that Ulta will go back on their decision, and they won't. I know one person talking isn't gonna change anything. Lots of people want them to keep going, but so many team members have been leaving Ulta, and honestly, it hurts me. Like, not in a way other people think. Like, it's emotionally hurting me, but not selfishly. It's hurting me because I watched these developers, these team members, work together. I was never part of Ulta, and I never got close with any of the developers, but in a way, it was like I was watching the creativity of all these brilliant minds work together. They're beautiful minds. Beautiful, brilliant, whatever minds. Working together and creating this beautiful game. Yes, on the Quest, it's not great. I'm still on Quest 2. I gotta update because they're ending that next year. But I feel lost. I know that doesn't really make much sense, but I feel lost. And I don't know what to do. I'm still technically the god of fire too, right? I'm the ascended god of fire. I'm the god of creation. Buried gave up being the god of creation to just be a mortal. He gave it to me because I was the co-owner. I wasn't the founder. He's the sole founder of Old Riften. That credit goes to him. But I tried and I tried. I was trying to keep things civil between players whenever they're not role playing. I made sure the rules were kept. I didn't let things go overboard until one day they just did with those other players, and that one admin who's no longer an admin. I don't think I'm in the Discord server anymore for Old Riften. I regret it if I'm not. Because there's a lot of memories in there, and I like going back sometimes, and I don't know what to do. Honestly, I'm lost. Not just for video games, not just for YouTube. I'm lost. This has just gotten really personal, but I don't know what to do anymore. I've lost people recently, like over the past few months. Not dead or anything, but I've lost them. And I found out I like this one girl, and I know she doesn't like me back, so that's kind of, yeah, that's a bit more of like a, I'm 22 now. I shouldn't be worrying about that kind of stuff. I should be focusing on myself, but like, whenever she's all you can think about, there's not much you can do. And then, again, losing all those people, just, I've lost so many people. So many people I care about. Honestly, coming back here and making this video is probably a bad idea, but I don't care. I don't do good things. I do really stupid things. And I'm gonna live with them. I'm gonna live with them forever. And I really don't care. The god of creation never dies. The god of fire will never die. Well, technically, in the end of season 1, he did die. Spoilers if you've never watched that series, by the way. But no, I missed all the role playing. I missed all the fun having. I missed all of it. I miss all of it, and one day, maybe, who knows? If they update this game, absolutely, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'll do it, no hesitation. I will work on it. I'll contact some people who might be able to help me. Maybe Mushy can come back and he can help me run it. I don't think I was ever actually given full ownership, is the bad part. I don't think Barry ever actually gave me full ownership. I'm still technically just an admin on it, like in terms of the actual server. I'd have to check something for that, but I don't know what I would do if if I never came across Old Riften that night. Everything would be different. Hell, let me just open my games. Okay? Just games. I probably wouldn't play VR chat that much. Probably wouldn't play Beat Saber like at all. Orion Drift is more of a recent thing for me, but I probably wouldn't have played that. Poker Stars, I probably wouldn't have played that. Elements Divider, probably wouldn't have even found that. Devil's Roulette, probably wouldn't have found that. Honestly, if we could, well, let's not go to my all. All these things, this game, a Township Tale. The magic menu. It is after 10. I should probably end this. This is what started my path of absolutely loving VR. Like, I was already a huge fan of VR before I even got VR. Then I got VR. Started playing VR chat and some other games. And yeah, I was an even bigger fan of VR chat. Or not VR chat, of VR. But then buying and playing a Township Tale, meeting Barry that one day, it's kind of just started this whole journey. This year-long journey of Old Riften. Through all the ups and downs, I enjoyed almost every second of it. Now, would I repeat all of it? Absolutely not. I'm done repeating. We're not going to repeat anything. It would be a whole new thing. Would it be called Old Riften? Probably not. No, it's not going to be called Riften at all. I did try starting up another server. Can you bug off? Try not to do a monologue over here, and you just... It's going to be dead Spriggle everywhere. But I did try making a Greek mythology-based server. Did not go well, as the two other people I was trying to have help me were butting heads a lot, so that just wasn't gonna work, and that kind of fell through like a year ago. So, although that's not gonna happen, I will say one day maybe PCVR Township Tale, so I can have magic and stuff in there. And if I can like whitelist certain people, because like I definitely still want there to be mortals, right? Like I'll have like a wheel for every new player. It'll be like a wheel, and it'll be like, you know, it'll be like hardcore kind of thing. Oh, you know what? So this just went from talking and being sad to coming up with a new idea. There's gonna be a wheel that I'm gonna spin for brand new players, right? But since it's gonna be like a hardcore thing, if they die, not like if they like join and then die and then, you know, like that, they won't know about that, right? They won't know about that. If you die, you can be reincarnated as either another mortal or some kind of god, or, you know, something like that. But that's my idea now. One day, for PCVR, I'm going to contact maybe some creators, like some VR role players, see if they want to do it. What would I be? I would probably just be Zeus. you know, the king of the gods, because it would still be Greek mythology based, but then, you know, it'd be like mortal would be like almost all of it, and it'd be like a god or a demigod kind of thing. Demigods like something like Hercules, you know, stuff like that. And then, you know, like a mythology thing where it's like a person of importance. Achilles, Hercules, or Heracles. Technically, it's Heracles if we're talking about that. It could be. You get the point. It could be like a child of a god who isn't like a full god. Well, I guess that's like Heracles, I'm pretty sure, but things like that, and I think that would be really cool. You know, and like I'm going on too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you don't, understandable. But anyways, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Not for more Township Tale, but for more content. I've been playing through some Assassin's Creed games, so maybe I could start doing some live streams of Assassin's Creed, like replaying them and stuff. And hell, maybe even just playing some for the first time. I'm going through Valhalla right now. I finished Mirage a few days ago. I finished the main story of Odyssey like a year ago. AC3, AC2, I finished both of those. You know, leave a comment if you're even watching this at this point. Leave a comment and tell me if you want to see any of those. I do play on Xbox One though, so be aware. I don't have the best setup for anything. You guys are gonna watch me take the screenshot of this the thumbnail of this video. Yes, smile. That's not a smile. Jackass. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. And just because I never do VR videos anymore, I really want to do this. Magic menu. I love that. I'll see you guys.